5:10 on this Wednesday morning. New this morning, a Maryville boy gaining national attention in the bluegrass world. Our Abby Kousoris joins us live in studio with more on the 12-year-old who's carrying on the music of the mountains. Good morning, Abby.
Yes, good morning. Well, I want to introduce you to 12-year-old Wyatt Ellis. You can see him behind me. Growing up, he always loved listening to bluegrass music, and during the pandemic, he really focused on playing the mandolin, taking lessons with some of the greats, and you just have to listen to this. Yeah, that's an original tune. Wyatt named it Blue Smoke after the Great Smoky Mountains. Wyatt's playing tonight at Old Red in Gatlinburg for Tennessee's Songwriters Week. He's working with Grammy-nominated mandolin player Sierra Hall, Paul Brewster, the vocalist for the Knoxville Grass, and now Bobby Osborne from the Osborne Brothers, known for the song Rocky Top.
And that was probably the first bluegrass song that really made me want to maybe start playing the mandolin. I got accepted into the Kentucky School of Bluegrass, and through that I've been able to do some mandolin lessons with Bobby, and Bobby's just an absolute legend, especially in Tennessee.
And he's the youngest mandolin player to be accepted into that program. Wyatt's working on an album with some of his mentors. He's working on some vocals to add to his singing as well as his tunes. Coming up in the next half hour, Wyatt talks more about getting started and the mentors he's met along the way. And of course, we'll have some more music too.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have Bobby Osborne there telling you how to pick those strings. Abby, thank you very much.
Yeah, during the pandemic, Wyatt committed to playing more, immersing himself in the bluegrass world by learning online from mentors like Grammy-nominated mandolin player Sierra Hall, Paul Brewster from the Knoxville Grass, and now Bobby Osborne. His biggest influence is Bill Monroe, considered the father of bluegrass after performing bluegrass for the first time at the Ryman Theater in Nashville.
You hear Bill Monroe's music, it wasn't perfect, and I find that's what I really like about it, and I'll go up there and I'll play it how I feel it, and not necessarily, you know, I mean, I have done it before for stuff, but sit there for hours upon hours upon hours playing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and he's playing tonight at Old Red in Gatlinburg for the Tennessee Songwriters Week. Wyatt says he doesn't get nervous, even when he's performing for hundreds of people. This is actually a photo of Wyatt and Bill Monroe at the Ryman Theater. Wyatt's hoping to one day perform at Ryman like he did.
I'd be more nervous just playing one-on-one in front of Bobby Osborne than in front of hundreds of people there. Pretty impressive.
While most of his friends are playing video games, a 12-year-old from Maryville is playing a mandolin. It's a 3-stringed banjo at the heart of essentially every bluegrass song. Abby Kousoris is showing us how this young musician is bumping elbows with the biggest names of bluegrass.
For 3 hours every day, Wyatt Ellis practices mandolin,
1, 2.
writing his own music, an album based on the songs people have played for decades.
If you hear bluegrass music and you hear the mandolin, it's the center of bluegrass music. There's me. If a new generation of musicians didn't pick up this music, I mean, it would go away. I mean,
For Wyatt, the pandemic meant possibility, apprenticeships, online with Grammy-nominated mandolin players and singers, and then Bobby Osborne of Rocky Top fame.
and that was probably the first bluegrass song that really made me want maybe start playing the mandolin. It's just an absolute legend, especially in Tennessee.
Performing for Bobby or hundreds of people.
I'll go up there and I'll play it how I feel it, let it flow in the moment, kind of thing. You have to learn the bluegrass language. It's almost like a totally different language than any other music.
He's found a passion playing and picking, keeping the music alive. In Walland, Abby Kousoris, WVLT News.
Love to see that. He is good too. And if you want to see him live, he's playing at Old Red tonight for Tennessee Songwriters Week. Wyatt plays what's called Monroe-style mandolin after the founder of Bluegrass, Bill Monroe. Wyatt took this photo with Monroe's statue at the Ryman Auditorium. He's setting a goal one day to play there.